Okay, I'm going to answer this question, but a few things I need to address. One, I'm going to go live today at 9 o'clock answering current event questions because earlier this week I did personal. Okay. Second of all, before you guys rush to get worried about something, please check resources. People have been sending me all sorts of videos of people going, oh, the end boom booms are going to be dropped this weekend. My intuition said that's a no-no. And I've checked every news resource that I can possibly, independent, mainstream, out of the country media, and I have not found anything that Velveeta and Chief sent planes over there with end boom booms. Okay, haven't seen it. All right, so please make sure that you're going within. And if you feel scared when you see somebody talking about stuff, odds are that they're not giving you the correct information. Always check resources, okay? And then also go within. If this doesn't sit right with you, it probably isn't right. A lot of people on this app like to do clickbait stuff to get views because that's the big creators, that's how they get paid. All right, I'm just being honest. All right, so with our friends in Persia, okay, I ran. Okay, so we have the Seven of Candles in reverse. And yes, I'm using the Bible, okay, where I'm not turning into Alex Tarot, okay? There's not going to be Bible reading at 6 o'clock tonight, okay? I just thought, since we're dealing with over in West Asia, which is, Bible, where the Bible came from, let's just use the Bible Tarot because I like it, okay? All right, so we have the Seven of Candles, okay, which is like the Seven of Swords in reverse. So this trickery that's going on is finally being exposed. Okay, yes, the trickery. Okay, the market manipulation. All right, it's finally being exposed because the markets are crashing. The gas is going up, just like I said in my July reading. That's pinned to the top of my profile. Please check it out. It is long, but it basically says everything that's going to happen this month. It's already came true. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but you could go look for it at yourself. So the trickery is being revealed right now, okay? Basically, Velveeta and Chief and his junk drawer cabinets are like a wounded animal in a corner right now, okay? They are in deep doo-doo, all right? I got the Empress in reverse, okay? So they don't have a plan. Okay, they went in here just thinking they could do whatever they want like they did in the V country in South America, but that's not the case here. Okay, and the people are not being taken care of right now. All right, financially, people are losing health care. People are putting in some areas up to $8 a gallon of gas. And like I said, it's going to go up more. Okay, people are not being taken care of. People are not being nurtured the way they should in this country. Okay, that's why I'm saying we're going to see an uprise. All right, we have the Three of Feathers in reverse. So this heartbreak, they're trying to avoid a total basically breakdown, which I'm seeing it's not going to happen. Okay, we're going to have a financial breakdown. Okay, I'm not trying to fearmonger. Okay, there's not going to be any end boom booms, but we're gonna have economic hardship in this country, and probably for the rest of the world. Okay, we're gonna have that really a lot of hard times ahead. Okay, there's options. Okay, there is options. Just like I said, stock up on not hoard food. Stocking up and hoarding are two different things. Okay, making sure that you get like your basic needs like flour, rice, that kind of stuff. Stock up on that. Okay, do not hoard. Okay, but now's the time to check your options and see what's available. All right, the Five of Chalice. This too shall pass. Okay, but I do not see this ending until he's out of there. All right. We got the Three of Grains, which is like the Three of Pentacles. So right now, it's time for people to work in their communities. Okay, it is big time that we need to work with each other and help each other through these difficult times, because what we are going to face in this country is economic hardship. Okay, the Magician, we are being manipulated, all of us. Okay, please, even if you're on the left side, please check sources. Please do not. The manipulation is running really high. And then plus two, I've said this over and over and over again. They are throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks right now. Okay? Velveeta Baltimore and his gang of, they're throwing everything at the wall and seeing what they could get away with. However, a lot of stuff has been, dismissed by the courts and stuff. So please be careful of that, okay? The Two of Candles, partnerships, okay? I see America becoming very isolated. I do see us eventually breaking away from that, not so real, okay? I feel like that's coming in not this year, but in the following years, okay? And the man that sits in the mayonnaise house, okay, he wants to bring us to the past, but this is actually pushing us forward. I know that sounds crazy. I know that doesn't make any sense, but this is, he thinks he's keeping us in the past, but we're actually being pushed forward. We're not going to see these changes, these real good changes, until 2030. But once we get past this year, I know, like, towards the end of the year, we will get a little comfort and a little relief, okay? And then I got the Death card. This cycle too shall pass. So I see this war ending by the end of the year. Once Velveeta, Baltimore is gone. I also see Satan Do Yahoo over in West Asia gone. And I also see Pudding Cup up in the cold country. They're all going to fall at once. Also, this weekend, I feel it, that they're going to call and say the Turtle Man's no longer with us, okay? It says a personal issue reaches resolution. Okay, so this too shall pass. We just have to hang in there, okay? Give them rather take. This is another oracle card. We need to make sure that we're helping our fellow man at this time, all right? And then nothing is set in stone, okay? So, I understand, I validate your feelings of being worried, but just spiraling out of control, and then when somebody tells you, oh, it's going to be okay, this is not happening, this is happening, not that, okay, just take time and reflect. Do your research. Go within, all right? Let me know in the comments what you want me to read about next. Bye.